Apple's September event just happened and new iPhones and new Apple Watches were just announced. While a lot of rumors and leaks were true, some things were not predicted right. And we're going to find out what all happened at this event in this video. So let's quickly get started. Let's start off with things that were not announced that we were expecting to be announced at this event, including satellite coverage for iPhones in India. So the satellite safety feature that Apple launched with the iPhone 14 series that was available in certain countries was launched for 2 more countries, including Switzerland and Spain, but was not announced for India. So that seems like it's going to still take some time. And also Apple Pay and Apple Card, which is something that Apple is proactively working on in India, was not announced. So that may happen at a separate event or in a subtle press release push out sort of format, which we might see later on in the coming months, which is something that I'm really excited for. Apple Pay is going to be really good in India. Let's start off with the event. They started off with the Apple Watch Series 9, which is an upgrade. This time around, finally, we get a new processor, the S9 Apple Silicon. There's also a new display in the Apple Watch Series 9, which goes from 1 nits all the way up to 2000 nits, which is really good for visibility outdoors. Apple has also moved away from any kind of leather bands this time around, and they've launched a new fine woven band, which is a vegan leather, and it'll be available in a lot of colors. In fact, they announced an Hermes collaboration as well, in which they didn't talk about any leather bands, which is a first for Hermes branded products. The Apple Watch Series 9 is also 100% recycled aluminum for the aluminum series, and it'll also be available in a stainless steel. Apple had a big push towards green efforts this year around, and the Apple Watch is the first 100% carbon neutral product from Apple, with a lot of push towards the other products that were launched at this event. One big thing that the Apple Watch Series 9 got was the double tap feature, which allows you to access things on the Apple Watch with just 2 taps, almost like the Vision Pro, which I did get to experience. So you can go check out that video by clicking on the top right. With this double tap feature, you're able to answer calls, click pictures, and basically do lots of things without needing your second hand. So you can just double tap to create an action. So think of this as your action button. It will be available in both the Apple Watch Series 9 as well as the Apple Watch Ultra 2. Speaking of which, Apple upgraded the Apple Watch Ultra to the Apple Watch Ultra 2. It still has the same titanium shell which we saw last year, but an improved display that goes up to 3000 nits. They're also using a chunk of recycled titanium this time around. So they went from using a titanium case for the first time to almost entirely recycled titanium this time around. Improvement in sensors. So there's a new better altitude sensor. So if you're doing trekking or going uphill, they also announced new cycling features built into the Apple Watch and a new modular watch face. I love the Apple Watch Ultra. I use it every day basically, and I'm excited to use the 2nd gen as well. The Apple Watch Ultra 2 continues to get the action button, which has more features this time around. And now you also get name drop in both the Series 9 as well as the Apple Watch Ultra 2. So basically bump 2 watches together and you will be able to share information from one watch to the other, just like you would on iPhones. As far as price is concerned, the Apple Watch Series 9 starts at $399 for the aluminum version and $499 for the stainless steel version. In India, prices start at $41,900 for the Series 9, and for Apple Watch Ultra 2nd gen, the prices remain the same. So $799 in the US and $89,900 in India. Let's move on to the meat and potatoes of the event, which is the iPhone 15. And let's talk about the non-Pro models first. So you get a 6.1-inch iPhone 15 and a 6.7-inch iPhone 15 Plus. So the same sizes as last year. The display gets a massive upgrade. You get the dynamic island and a Super Retina XDR OLED display finally on the non-Pro models, but you're still missing out on ProMotion, which is still restricted to the Pro models. The display also gets a bump in brightness, almost double the brightness of last year, 1600 nits peak brightness and 2000 nits in direct sunlight, which is massive for people who use their phones on the go. The iPhone 15 will run on the A16 Bionic chip, which is the chip from last year's Pro models. This chip is really powerful and will beat most flagships that are available in the market today. And you get all that processing power along with the 48 megapixel camera from last year's Pro model, which also gives you improved video capabilities, and also you get a new portrait mode which allows for better focus and depth control, and in post you can change your focus on images, which is super cool. The iPhone 15 also finally gets USB-C. A lot of people were waiting for this, and USB-C is now universally available on all Apple devices, including their newer generation of AirPods Pro, the 2nd gen. They were upgraded to USB-C as well. The iPhone 15 also gets a new ultra-wideband chip which allows you to locate other people with Find My. So it's almost going to work like AirTags. As far as prices are concerned, in the US US, the price starts at $799 for the iPhone 15 and $899 for the iPhone 15 Plus. In India, prices are $79,900 for the iPhone 15 and $89,900 for the 15 Plus. What do you think of these prices? Are you going to be getting an iPhone 15? But before you answer that question, wait for the iPhone 15 Pro, which is also available in two models, the iPhone 15 Pro and the iPhone 15 Pro Max, as we've always seen. But this time around, the twist is that instead of what the rumors were saying, that only the Pro Max model will get this feature, both the phones are getting this feature, which is that they are built out of titanium. This is kind of crazy, the fact that they put titanium on an Apple Watch last year, and this time around they put it in their flagship phones. Both these phones will be stronger yet lighter, which is fantastic, especially for the Pro Max model, which I use, which is a bulky and heavy phone. The less weight will make that phone even better. But Apple, using PVD coatings, is able to offer this titanium in 4 colors this time around, and you're getting a black, a white, a blue, and a natural color. My favorite is the natural, but the blue also looks nice. Which one is your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. The iPhone is also going to be more repairable for both the non-Pro and the Pro models, but big changes this time around. You get a USB-C port, of course, just like the iPhone 15. One rumored thing that did come completely true is the removal of the mute switch, and instead there is a new action button, which is much like the action button on the Apple Watch Ultra, but you do have different functions on the iPhone. You'll still be able to mute your phone using this button, but then you'll be able to customize this to allow you to record voice notes. You'll also be able to use this as a camera shutter button, among various other features that you'll be able to customize from the iPhone's menu. The iPhone 15 Pro models also get USB-C, but the difference here is that you get 10 gigabit connectivity, so you'll be able to transfer files really quickly, and you will need that because Apple will now allow you to record video directly on an external hard drive. They also push with Apple ProRes to 4K 60 FPS this time around. There's a massive focus on photography as well as videography, and you'll be able to use certain softwares that allow you to click pictures and directly save to your computer, which is what photographers typically use. For the iPhone 15 Pro, the biggest add-on is going to be the new A17 Pro chip. The A17 Pro is pretty much a beast. It's built on a 3nm architecture. It has 6-core CPU, a 6-core GPU with hardware accelerated ray tracing. You also get the fact that you'll be able to run AAA titles on this chip on the iPhone 15 Pro in terms of games. So you'll be able to play The Division, Resident Evil Village, Assassin's Creed Mirage. Console level games will be available on the iPhone 15 Pro and the Pro Max early next year. It's kind of mind-blowing that you'll be able to do that because of the performance of this chip. The Pro models also get an improved display this time around, so you still get the Super Retina XDR display with ProMotion, so 120 FPS. So the Pro models continue to get a 3-camera layout with an improved 48 megapixel sensor, which is larger than last year. You also get a telephoto sensor. In the Pro model, you get a 3x telephoto, but in the Pro Max model, you'll get 5x telephoto, which is kind of incredible, and it goes up to 120 mm. I'm excited to test this out. The ultra-wide camera remains the same, but you do get improved macro photography. Again, something that is really useful and I'm really excited to test out as well. The iPhone 15 Pro will also be able to capture spatial video, which will be useful if you're buying the Vision Pro in the future. So you'll be able to record spatial video. It's something that we asked them. We asked them, how will somebody be able to record spatial video? And they said, we'll let you know. I guess they let us know finally, because the iPhone 15 Pro and the Pro Max will record spatial video. Speaking of which, the price is kind of crazy in India. For the US, it's $999 and $1199 US dollars for the starting price of both the Pro and the Pro Max. The Pro will start at 128 gigabyte and the Pro Max will start at 256 gigabyte. In India, however, the story is completely different. The Pro will start at 1,39,900 and the Pro Max is basically 1,60,000 rupees for the 256 gigabyte model. The price just goes up every year. So which one are you going to be getting? Let us know in the comments below. We'll be back with a full in-depth unboxing, hands-on review, whatever you guys want. If you want a comparison, let us know in the comments below. Which one was your favorite product? What are you looking forward to? Which feature did you like the most? Let us know in the comments below. I'll see you guys in the next one.